Bologna Mortadella. Mortadella is a cooked sausage that traces its roots back to Bologna, Italy, so it's no wonder that this delicious product is often called Mortadella Bologna. Right, let's take a look at how the production process has been refined into an art form. We're at the Vinnini factory, a company that's been in the sausage business since 1886. Despite the abundance of precise machinery available, many steps still rely on the skilled hands of professionals. For instance, a person checks the quality of the cut pieces of meat, and the casings are also filled by hand. But make no mistake, this is a factory, and many production stages involve specialized machines. A great example is the process of grinding the meat. By the way, the secret to the flavor lies in the slow heat treatment. The mortadella spends a full day and night in a special chamber. G.RUN fish. Find the G.RUN fish factory. It's been recently renovated. We're get to check out its new equipment. Take for instance the MSC 55 MA slicer. It can cut salmon into slices ranging from 2 to 60 millimeters. Thick at angles between 10 to 70 degrees. Equally impressive is the deboning system. The speed of this crucial process reaches up to 50 fets per minute with an accuracy of up to 0.2 millimeters. It's incredible according to statistics. Bread. Gorgonzola. Our journey starts today with the cheese, or rather the milk that's used to make it. Each day a fresh batch of milk arrives at the Gorgonzola factory. It goes through a series of chemical, microbiological and sensory tests in the lab, and then it's stored in insulated tanks with constant temperature control. When it's time to make cheese, the milk is sent for pasteurization. Next, live lactic. Cultures Penicillium roquefort yeast and rennet are added. The experts then use stainless steel molds, and the future cheese is left to rest. After 24 hours it's time for the first salting. The product is then moved to a chamber at around 21 degrees Celsius, and after another 24 hours, the second salt happens. Now, depending on the type of cheese being made, it needs to wait from 2 to 7 days. Finally, it's sent to another chamber with a temperature between 3 and 5 degrees Celsius. Here, when it's pierced with steel needles, the mold starts to grow in the cheese after 50 to 80 days of final ripening. Pepasaya butter. Next up, let's explore cultured butter production. For this, we start with pasteurized cultured cream, which is stored in a cold room for a week. After that, it's heated to 40 degrees Celsius and mixed with lactic acid bacteria. Then it's time to wait for 3 to 4 weeks as the process isn't quick. After that, the other production stages follow, but the end result is worth it. Delicious and abundant butter. This particular factory churns out about 10 tons of it each. AMF bread makes up about 15 to 18% of the diet in various countries. In France alone, a person can consume around 58 kilograms of bread per year. To keep up with this demand, factories turn to advanced solutions like the stress-free artisan kneading line. It handles the dough gently, giving it the same structure as manual kneading, but much quicker if needed. Its capacity can be increased to 6 tons per hour. Jordan Vineyard and Winery olive oil. Next, let's shift our focus to olive oil. Jordan Vineyard and Winery will guide us through the process. This company is based in the United States, so we find ourselves in Sonoma County, California. The workers here have their tasks clearly defined. One tends to the olive trees, which are pruned every 2 or 3 years. Meanwhile, another expert assesses the flavor profile of the ripe olives, while a coordinated team handles the harvesting. Speed is crucial. Here is the olives need to reach the factory within 10 hours of being picked. Once there, they're sorted, cleaned, washed, and then ground into a paste. The resulting oil is separated from the water, and samples are given to tasters who evaluate the taste, aroma, and other key factors. If everything meets the standards, the oil is left to rest in steel tanks for 4 months before it's time for bottling. Welcome to Iceland. Here you'll AMF donuts. Here is a complete system for making donuts. If a factory has invested in the Trump uni equipment, the process is both quick and smooth. For instance, the working width can reach up to 60 centimeters, and the conveyor belt moves at a speed of up to 6 m per minute. The various guillotines can make 30 to 100 cuts in 60 seconds. Plus, if the owners want to change from donuts, the Trump uni line can also be used to make turnover sausage rolls, and even cheese. Food Tools round cake cutting machine. Food Tools make systems for slicing cakes. Among other things, the capacities and settings like the number of slices depend on the model. For instance, with the 200 RF, an operator can cut up to 20 KES per minute, that's 1,200 pieces per hour. The 200 RF can handle cakes up to 10 centimeters high and up to 30 centimeters in diameter, safely cutting a cake into 24 pieces. Their other models are equally impressive. That's what you call a sweet. Heat and control potato chips. Sticks. In 2022, the world consumed over 4 billion tons of potato chips. How do factories manage this massive volume? Quite easily. If they use heat and control solutions, these systems handle every step from unloading the raw potatoes to packaging the chips. For instance, the short-term storage and handling system processes nearly 50 tons of potatoes per hour. The fryer's oil is filtered every minute, and the ISIDA packaging system can fill up to 300 bags every 60 seconds. Alberg Poultry Processing Automatic Cut-Up Line. Alber is the company to call. They've been in business since 1995 and offer technologies that speed up and simplify the process, although some have rather unsettling names. Take, for instance, their automatic gutting line. It includes mechanisms to remove legs, wings, and other parts, plus it can cut chickens into 2 large pieces, while simultaneously checking and cleaning their stomachs. These lines can handle up to 12,000 chickens per hour. Additionally, Alber provides options for ducks, turkeys, and others. Reading bakery cookies. Seconds. Do you like cookies? The tech systems used to make them are just as diverse as their flavors and shapes. Reading bakery systems creates equipment that helps with mixing, processing, cutting, and more. Overall, their systems are great for both crackers and pretzels. For instance, the rotational dough shaping unit ensures better ingredient distribution. This is especially crucial for stuffed cookies, plus a more homogeneous dough reduces wear on the equipment.